first. Fuck!
That's always a good sign. Sleepy has spoken. If you get Sleepy to approve of it, then sure. Also, Tundrum said he's down, so you pretty much will be facing Spartan Vanguard for this scrim. Oh, okay, gotcha.
My heart, don't wanna feel your touch like ice, tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you break me, but something about it makes it so, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold.
Hey, Michael Jackson plays on YouTube. Thanks so much for the follow over there. Gift card. That's a big bunch to read through. Yeah, 42K. How? That one prediction that. How much did you win off of that one? That was pretty big. 20 something? Damn. Alright, so yeah, if you reach 50,000, oh, yeah, Sleepy, even though you should redeem for Amazon, but Mecto, if you reach 50,000 and you plan to redeem it, just let me know beforehand. Cause I forgot, you won the 5. Was it through Steam that you accepted? Okay, so then I'm already your friend on Steam. Alright, sorry, we gotta do ads because the match is gonna be soon. We don't want ads running through, so take a 3-minute break.
Underwater now, I can't let go. Underwater.
Oh no, we created a gambler. I don't know. Does exclamation leaderboard not work? Imagine. Although that's Stream Elements. That's a different one, I guess. That is a great question. I wonder if we even need Stream Elements, honestly. They have Stream Elements telling you they don't need to be here. Although we have extra statistics through Stream Elements. Then we got Nightbot. 3 years. Cute. Come on now. Damn, odious cat shit. That's crazy. What the Damn, those insults are brutal. Although, what are goatish horses? That doesn't even make sense. Angler fish spit? Not well versed on what that even is. That a thing? What the hell? Why did Automod... That's so weird. Automod held that comment from Nightbot. Automod is a bot against us. Alrighty. Let's see. So, we have brothers in arms here. We're just waiting on Spartan Doru. Code. Feels bad. I've given up on the epic code. Poor system. Never got anything from it. I know, but we never like reached the threshold, so like eventually they just email me, be like, yeah, so for the past year you didn't reach the threshold, your current will be reset. It's like, alright. I think you have like a year, and then if you don't reach it, they reset it, which is stupid. But also, I don't feel like the tracking was accurate. Tonight, McNutty and Doomed, but Omni's also on the team. Yeah, just don't do it last second. I guess like it's not that hard. I mean, at least like 5-10 minutes prior, maybe. I don't know. Or I guess it'll be fine as long as I send you the link, and then it'll just display whenever you guys set it, right? Because I guess we don't want to do it too early. What's up, Macho? What's good in the hood? Chillin' and chillin'. Times 2. Where the hell they at, yo? Why is he inviting me? Alright. Let's leave here. They're good on that front. Let's record. Pause the music. And get this match underway. Happy birthday. There you go. So we did want to shout out Satisfied Onion playing on his birthday today. So big shout out to Satisfied Onion. Also, might as well mention these two. I don't know if you know by the name, but they are actual brothers. So Confused Irish and Satisfied Onion are brothers, and that's kind of how they formed the name. That's a good name at that. But Spartan Doru in orange with Zoomed In McNutty, as we are still scoreless. But thanks everyone for tuning in to the CPL 2v2 match of the GC1, GC2 tier. And we made it to week 3. As going for the bump and somehow gets it, bounces out. And McNutty is more than happy to be blessed on that front. But Satisfied Onion still trying for some more. Roas and Killer's got it. But great pass, and what a bouncer. And too high. And that's not normally a problem, getting too much power, but there you see it. And McNutty does get the 50. Maybe he's just smarter than all of us. I thought he cut it too wide, but instead he gets the 50 and it helps even it out. And Spartan Doru take the first goal, but we have a kickoff goal. And that equalizes it and also deflates, as kickoff goals can change momentum quicker than anything. But trying for another pass, and I like seeing that out of Brothers in Arms. Passing at the midfield, drawing out the defender, and they've had some good passes so far. And we can only expect that they'll get better as the series goes. But Onion to the side, Doomed gets a touch, waiting, almost puts it through, and McNutty miscue on that, and that is rolling all the way. And that bouncer, tough for anyone. That's why you got to be careful. Kind of let it bounce. You just play it safe, depending on what position you're in. But you could fully expect that you try for that. Big things will happen if you read it, but even bigger risk coming out. But Brothers in Arms have a 1-goal lead. Confused Irish trying to attack, and Doom gets bumped off. This almost works great, and McNutty can't get the touch. Confused Irish puts it through, and up by 2. And this is only game 1 though, best of 5. And that's a clanger. Doomed, what a touch. In a tough spot. 50'd right to McNutty. And that's going wide, but Confused Irish is back. And what a flick. Flicks early. Doom bit on the challenge. And that's a clean flick. Had some power. Brothers in Arms build the lead into game 1. 2 minutes left to go though, as Doom trying to counter here, but Satisfied quick on the draw, and possible passing play. Onion trying to drop it down. Good defense from Doomed. But 50'd out, and Confused Irish all over it, just hanging tough, staying behind it. But now Satisfied Onion just taking his time, sees a pass. But obviously in the lead by 3. They're calm and collected, taking their time. Almost a double. Doom quick job countering that. But McNutty lofts it up. Might be a tough spot for Confused Irish. Can't get that. But no danger present. But Doru trying to attack, trying to get another goal. And certainly that will be good for their morale going into the next one. They played it even for some parts of this, but a few miscues and They've given up some, but applying the pressure, can't quite get it. However, it's good pressure. See out of Spartan Doru. But lofted up, Onion. And only drop it down, but it's awkward. Confused Irish is there, and nice bump. And when things look awkward, you could still make a play. Depending on positioning, and Brothers in Arms do exactly that. You have a player downfield, might as well use it to your advantage. Even if it became because of a missed... But Brothers in Arms take game number 1 in the specified matchup, and we are going to just not change the map. Like, am I bugging? We're cooked. Can't change the map. Alright, so I don't know why. Maybe because I was in party left it. Maybe that bugged it. I don't know. But it was the first. So I guess we're going to be playing on this map. Let's hope it doesn't go to Champs Field. I at that point, I might just have to say, everyone leave. We have to go to Champs Field. It's kind of non-negotiable. I think that's where we draw the line. But game 2 is here. No Forbidden Temple. But same map. McNutty on the save. And Confused. A nice high shot. Almost put through as Doom being tested on defense. But McNutty, low boost. Doomed in a rough spot as well. A great pass mid, but backflip. And McNutty trying to chase that down. He's on the back. Onion, high touch. And that's going to be lofted wide. But at least Brothers in Arms, they have those high, strong shots. Certainly when you have it low, easily taken care of. But play almost there. They're trying, and with continued effort, they strike home. But a series of good touches and seemingly not giving up possession. And it's Brother in Arms up by 1. McNutty gets a touch. Confused Irish coming through. Now Doom's trying to chase it down. Onion, though, hanging around. Tactical fake. And Doom quick to get there. But that's still going to be in play. Although, it does go all the way back into a team pinch. And Doom can loft it up. But Doom to the midfield. Confused Irish, big beat. And Onion is there. And so you see the spacing as Confused Irish can turn on that one. And Brothers in Arms got good positioning, able to continually attack, and that puts them up by 2. Onion does get a touch and it goes out. It looked possible, but a little too much of an awkward angle. However, that's still going in. It just took a bit, but somehow saved his own shot. But that midfield presence ever dominating. And so Spartan Doru, how do they turn that around? As McNutty tries to get it by 1, but has another attack, and so you see them hovering one after another. But banged off. Could have a shot, and does. In what placement? Just a little bit off to the right. And look at that angle. Wide and into the net. Brothers in Arms up by 4. Now, 2 minutes ago, Views Irish in a weird spot, but does get a flick going straight up. And Onion gets enough of an angle, and it chips off the crossbar into the net. And bolstering their lead, and looking good doing it. Definitely a tough team to face, as they are poised to go up to match point. But locked it up and missed opportunity there. Good chance at a passing play. That's pinched out. Doom on target, but Confused Irish is there. And Doom up early, going for it. McNutty in a tough spot. And now they have to race back. And you see that midfield. They're trying for it. But Doom recognizes and quick attack. And they are on the board finally. But of course, preventing that midfield pass. And quick attack. And they get their first goal. Can they expand on it? But that's going to be just wide. And Doom to McNutty gets the pop. But good touch. And then you have the demo coming back as well. So they have the clear. But McNutty, risky touch. Although Irish can't get quite the touch he wanted on that one. But there's that midfield again. Now McNutty going for the pinch. And why not, right? But demo coming out. And McNutty has to turn this boat of a car. But 15 seconds left. Going for the challenge. Doomed has no boost. And that is sadly going to roll in eventually. And just enough. That's a tough spot. You got no boost. And it bounces with a little bit of height. But Brothers in Arms take game 2 and going into the next one, game 3, looking for a sweep. Can they get it? Meanwhile, Spartan Doru definitely have their hands filled. But again, we're going to have to look on. Can they limit this passing of Brothers in Arms, especially their midfield presence? Sometimes that takes demoing as you come back. And great pass. McNutty just enough, and then Doom adds a little more to give it space. But Doom just enough of defense there as Doru being tested. Doom high clanger and thought he'd get an extra, but great touch. And Doom, what a jump. You see him react. Is that going in? It is. And McNutty has another long goal, but give Spartan Doru credit. They've been tested already on game 3. Brothers in Arms not wasting any time, showing high volume of shots and pressure. But somehow neither hits it, and Onion gets enough of a touch. And set C for Spartan Doru. They can't quite get the clear, and instead Onion staying around. And Brothers in Arms, they tie it up. But those kickoffs have been well in favor of Brothers in Arms as well. I mean, we've seen a kickoff goal before, but besides that, you see how they set things up, especially, and credit to Spartan Doru defense, but they've also had to make phenomenal plays after the kickoff. And Irish can't get a touch, but fakes out. And Doom gonna try to chase this one down. But you could see a demo possibly, although McNutty gets a touch there. But now we have a dead drop, and McNutty does get the clear going downfield. Tied 1 apiece. Onion being challenged, and what a bouncer. Doom's a little late on the draw. And now confused. Can take possession. Tries to boom it clear, and some space. And you know how dangerous that is. Space in the corner. That means a shot's coming through. And Brothers in Arms take the lead. But there you see good play from Doom. Tracking down the midfield. You know that pass is coming. And McNutty did get demoed. But Doom able to keep it out of harm's way. But good flick turning around. Now McNutty 50. What a 50. A monumental effort to tie it up, and does do it. And ending it with a little skid off the tire. Finish it off, and we are tied 2 apiece. Doomed does beat out, but Irish will have possession and boost. Going high. McNutty can't get it, but forces a possession easier to work with for Dooms. And what a 50! And it reverses. McNutty does not have the continued luck. Onion chasing this down and sideways challenge, but does get it going forward. How unfortunate. Onion there, and a good pass. Irish can't quite get that one, and a little soft touch to confuse, but McNutty gonna take it up. Although Onion providing great pressure, gets the bump, and that's clean cut textbook play. Well executed. And just a slight touch to get it rolling, gets the bump, and once again, can't say enough about that. Simple yet effective play. Hey, thanks for the raid, Low Royalty. Let's give it a shout out. If you want to follow another caster in a lot of leagues, and especially this one, CPL, make sure to show some love. Drop the follow at that address right there. But also, thanks for the follow, Blunt Trauma. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Hoping you send a raid. That works for me, because, yeah, I don't have another cast until 10. So I kind of planned on, like, ending and getting back on later. So that works for me. Is voice guy on right now? We're still underway. We got one more game right now, but it looks like Brothers in Arms poised to take it. They're up by 2. 20 seconds left. Have been dominant throughout, and credit to them as Spartan Doru still fighting. McNutty, and that's gonna be a Y, but a lot of time ticking off, and that is gonna do it. And while we have all you Raiders, we have to shout out Satisfied Onion in the match. It's his birthday, so big shout out to him. Happy birthday. But also, I ran into like something weird. I couldn't change the maps, but I don't know if that's because I was in a party like after I created the match. Like, I don't know, but I've never had that problem. So it kind of stinks for me. I'm so used to changing maps. Feels boring on the same map, but I couldn't change it. So like there's no option here. Oh, now it shows up. I swear. Am I just slow? Dude, I'm telling you, I gotta go back in the VOD. I gotta go back in the VOD. There's no way. I swear. Don't even start with me. I have to check that. But we will say credit to Brothers in Arms. They take the victory. For anyone who voted, if you chose Brothers in Arms, you are correct. We would like to thank both players, or both teams and the players, for showing up, giving us a match to cast, as well as everybody in chat, whether you lurked or chatted. Always appreciated. And big shout out to Lil Royalty again for the raid. Please make sure to go follow, drop some fellow caster love. But that is going to do it for this cast. And yeah, we're just going to check who's live. All right, voice guy. I guess we better check their match real quick. Damn, get hit with an ad already, but I don't think it started yet from what I'm seeing on the small screen. If anyone can confirm, you're awesome. Thank you. I'm sure I'm sure you feel a type of way. I am not ignoring your message. But it's so far later, I'm like waiting to see if I'm actually going to be available. It's so tough though, because like I mainly like cast our teams, and half the time I don't know when they're playing. I don't know what I'll be doing. I don't know what league we'll be in. That's tough, but yeah, Lil Royalty, I think it's a promoing LAN. Probably pretty big. So I don't know if you're a caster out there. Alright, their match started, so we are going to give a raid to voice guy. Also, thanks Lil Royalty for mentioning. Sometimes I'm bad at raiding, but usually I stream for a while anyways. I don't typically end stream after like a cast, so. But this time there's such a gap between casts that I kind of want to take the break. Let's see. Voice guy V. Alright, so hang on. I believe also if you care about channel points, we you do get channel points by hanging in on a raid. So if you know, you know. But yeah, on the bottom of our screen, you build up points. You can redeem for a gift card. But yeah, so stay tuned for the raid if you want some extra points. I think that comes back to the channel. So all right, have a good day, Little Royalty. Thanks again. And we are on to Voice Guys Cast.
Try to give it back on over, but Daniel does miss that touch, and he is there, going right back on over. And Spartan with the rate of 10. Welcome in, Raiders. How are we doing, fam? Welcome on in. You guys are just in time for game number 1 here in season number 1 of Alpha and Omega CPL. And this is Team Virtual Grass Touchers versus N3 Overdrift, and right now it is a tie game. We are going on in, ladies and gents. Timed it perfectly. Welcome in Royalty. How we doing? Dragon, I appreciate the raid, my G. Really do appreciate you. Hope you've been staying blessed, my G. Hopefully everything is going well for you.